Hi friends, come join me today in a messy home and a declutter before Christmas. There is just tons of motivation in this video. I got it all tackled in one day and I could not believe it, but I worked my butt off. And I wanted to declutter a lot before Christmas. Hey, and also if you're a metalhead, or you like rock, you like old rock, classic rock, come join me. That is my favorite stuff. You and I should be friends. Let's get today started and let's get this motivation going. Hi friends, welcome back. And if you're new, hello, welcome. My name is Whitney and I am a mom to 4 kids. I am also a wife and I am trying to become more minimal. And we are just trying to tackle as much as we can today. Okay, since it's a big mess, it's time to do a massive declutter. Are you ready, Lana?
Yeah.
We're going to get rid of some stuff. And there's just Play-Doh everywhere. I gotta vacuum it up. Yeah, let's get started. So first off, I am getting rid of stuff as I am kind of putting it in the toy box. And I am wanting to go through everything. This is just how my brain worked. I wasn't going to clean and then sort, but I still ended up kind of doing that. So first off, I am just getting rid of things that I see, and we are going to be donating these things and just decluttering. So Christmas is coming around and they're going to be getting new things, maybe not a lot, but still, you know, family and us as well. And I just want to make sure we are decluttered as much as possible, because too much stuff ends up like this. This is a great example of what it's like when you just have too much stuff. So I wanted to tackle this and get this cleaned up, and then try to also declutter as I'm going. And then once it's picked up, I end up still continuing declutter. And I was trying to be very harsh with myself and declutter as much as possible. So we are starting in Lana's room, and then I tackle parts of the other parts of the house. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So there are different areas of the house that I knew that I had set aside, or different items that I knew I wanted to declutter. So after Lana's room is decluttered and then cleaned, then I move into other areas of the house. And I am trying to be very strict, because I am trying to be as minimal as possible, and I just do better when there is less stuff. My mental state is better, and there is a big reason. Clutter just collects more clutter, and it never feels like it is clean or picked up. It always feels like, I hate the feeling that I don't know where to put things, and then I end up just setting it anywhere. I cannot stand that feeling, and that is something that I'm trying to get away from, and having everything have a home. And of course, Lana got into some kinetic sand and things like that she had gotten. So this is all just going to be thrown away, vacuumed up, things like that. So she made a huge mess, and so therefore it is gone. Which I'm not complaining. I cannot stand kinetic sand or Play-Doh, but that is one of her favorite things to play with. So anyway, with decluttering, I find, yes, I am picking up things as well, but there is a such thing as decluttering, as you're just putting things in their place, and then there's decluttering as I'm getting rid of a bunch of stuff. And I am absolutely trying to get rid of as much stuff as possible, because I just do better with less. I like the way my home looks and feels when it is empty. If I could go without having any dressers and have only a bed, or only the very necessities like a toothbrush and a hairbrush, I would be great. I just don't like having a lot of objects or decorations. That is just how I like my home. And I used to try to decorate. I used to try to make it look homey and all those things. And I feel like being as minimal as I am, it does kind of lack that homey feeling. But I'm telling you, it just for my mental health, I do better. Now, there are two of these ice cream shops. I'm keeping one and I'm getting rid of this other one. We don't need two. I was thinking about keeping parts out of the other one, but there might be another little girl somewhere that really wants an ice cream shop. So yeah, I love decluttering and I love donating to like the crisis center for like abused women and children. That is the main place that I really love to donate to because that is who helped us in our times of need when we were running from my stepdad and we had no toys, no Christmas one year, and they provided a Barbie house for me and a couple Barbies, and it made actually a decent memory for me. So I'm always all for donating for especially for those type of needs and those type of places. And that is my favorite place to donate. So yeah, we are tackling this, and I wanted to just have it all laid out so I could see because she really plays with her Paw Patrol a lot, and I wanted to be able to see every car so that I could declutter some of these cars. She doesn't need so many chases and chase cars and all that. So Chase is the blue if you don't know. So she will be getting like another bigger Paw Patrol for Christmas. Shh, don't tell her. She doesn't know. But I wanted to have as much decluttered as possible because I know she plays with Paw Patrol, so I can't declutter all of it yet. As you can see, it looks like a boy's toy box, but that is what she plays with. That's what's funny. She definitely is a little bit more of a tomboy like I am. And I am also coming into the closet where I keep a lot of her puzzles and things like that and organizing and decluttering in there as well. I am trying to always ask her what we can get rid of, but there are some of these that have her name on it that are keepsakes that I just can't get rid of. But I was asking and making sure she was okay with getting rid of certain things. I know she's only 3 and she probably would like to just keep it all, but she was kind of giving me the okay for some. And like she loves to dress as police officers. And so I was like, we don't need 4 hats and 4 guns. So we are keeping like 2, one for her, maybe one for a friend or something. And she's got this ball pit. And underneath it were some of her purses and things that I wanted to take out. And that way she could have her purses out. And I wanted to hang them kind of prettily where she could get them if she wanted to. But yeah, there are just a lot of things. I'm kind of running around all over the place. It's not as organized as I would like it to be. But hey, it's about decluttering and going through things. I'm having a hard time deciding because this one has shapes and then it also has some animals. But she does have these, which I prefer more for her numbers and her alphabet. She likes these. It's hard for me to decide what to keep. And then she's got her name. But I was going through the books here, and I always love these books. And she loves Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then I got this book. Or actually there's several in here. Series of consent. I think I can get rid of the box though. You throw that in the trash.
Okay.
Hmm? Okay, so these shoes I couldn't decide on. She never wears these. She's not a dressy girl. She doesn't like wearing dresses and high heels. So they're just sitting in there waiting. Hopefully she'll wear them one day, but she's not. She's a lot like me. I don't wear dresses or high heels. Don't like it, never have. So maybe that'll change one day, but for now, that is definitely not what she's into. And why keep it when there might be a little girl that would really love that? So I'm donating it. And the puzzles, I know she plays with sometimes, so I could not decide on the puzzles, so I'm keeping those for now. And if we don't touch them in like a month or 6 months, then I usually do like a month, and then I will get rid of those. Some of these swimsuits, she doesn't really like the water, so we don't need a whole lot of swimsuits. 1 or 2 does just fine. She doesn't need 3 or 4. So these socks, she definitely needs socks. That is always something that all of my kids have a lot of, is socks. Now underwear and things like that, she doesn't even really use underwear yet, but I just have them for when we start potty training and she's more interested and is wanting to do it. So far, she still absolutely refuses to use the toilet or the baby toilet or any of that. So we're just waiting for her to be more ready, and I have certain ones that I like that have that padding just in case she were to pee. That way it doesn't go everywhere. So I wanted to keep those. Now I'm just kind of wiping off a few items and wanting to wipe off her kitchen and things like that, if from all that Play-Doh, and tackle that. So, and there might be a few things that I was still going to get rid of, but most of this in her kitchen is all things that I've gone through repeatedly over and over again. And decluttering is kind of like that. It is always a repeated thing. It is never a one-time done deal. You're always having to go over things because new things always come in, or there's many parts to something. And I usually try not to buy where there's like several parts to something that I don't think I'm going to use or anything like that. So she doesn't need a lot of forks and stuff or a lot of plates. She's got 2 cups, 2 plates, and a couple of these are from Play-Doh. So I am just trying, and I am always decluttering. So that's kind of where I was going, is it is never a one-time done deal. It is something that I'm always going over. Now, these are like little magnetic blocks, and she loves these. Her older brother, Kellen, who is 7, has a whole bunch of them that are like Minecraft looking, and he loves those as well. And I keep those in like a little wooden box that I had for him, and I just gave it to him to put his blocks in, and they love those blocks. So yeah, this is the after I'm done and how it looks. So I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks. Those drawers need to be cleaned. I guess I missed that, but this is what all these things she plays with all the time, and I just can't quite get rid of anything that she's not playing with. So here are the befores and the afters after each clip. I hope that you enjoy it. So, and then we'll move into the rest of the house. Okay, let me tell you, this is where I hoard things. Here, and I used to hoard makeup, but I've gotten a lot better with that. But here's where I hoard. I love cups. I love, thermos cups. I don't use them all. So they're most of the time they're just sitting. Now this one, this pink one, I love it. and I love them all, but I don't use them all. So I was like, why have all these cups that I don't use? Now, these black ones, the two smaller are the two younger boys, and the bigger black one is for my older son or my husband. So it just depends. Now, these other ones are all mine, and I'm getting rid of these. These are the ones that I chose, and a part of me still regrets getting rid of that pink one right there. I love it, but I can't possibly use them all. There's only one of me. So I have a specific ones that I really like to use, and they all work great. They all keep my drink cold or hot or whatever, but I mainly use them for like water, ice water, and things like that. Now, this Xbox here, I have tried and tried and tried for a month and Googled. It will not update. There is something wrong with it. And I thought maybe I could go and take it in and fix it, have it fixed. But honestly, we have the PS4. We don't need a bunch of, because we are trying to stay away from too many electronics. Because we have always just given our kids electronics. So we are trying to stay away from having them electronics all the time, especially where we can't see what they're watching or what they're doing. Does that make sense? They have each like a cell phone and a tablet. My oldest has a computer, but I try to monitor everything that they have and that they are watching. They are not allowed regular YouTube, which is funny because I'm on YouTube, but they do have kids' YouTube. And even still, I try to monitor that and their games and things like that. So I am all for really getting rid of it, even though it is kind of sad to see, because we paid money for it. So it's still sad to see it go, but I'm going ahead. Maybe someone else can fix it, or I couldn't figure it out. I Googled and Googled, did a factory reset, did a erase of the entire memory. Nothing was working. I imagine there is some sort of virus or something wrong with it that I cannot myself do. So, or that I don't have time to figure out. So, I have been messing with this Xbox for months now, and I finally am breaking down. I'm like, okay, we don't need it this bad anymore. We've had it for a few years, and the kids really don't play with it anyway. They tend to go for the PS4 that's in the living room. But if you can't tell, we are in the kids' bathroom, and all of this really needed to be cleaned out. It's got some warping on the bottom that has been there since we moved in, I guess from a leak or something that was never attended to. And if you've ever lived in a mobile home, then you know you definitely cannot have any kind of leak. It rots the wood so quick. But that was dirty. This is what I keep all of my chemicals in each bathroom. My bathroom has the same green basket. It looks green. I don't know if it's green or blue. I can never tell, but it's more turquoise. But my bathroom has the same one that I keep bathroom chemicals in, and I got this from the Dollar Tree, and I have had this for a couple years now, and I love these for storing chemicals in the bathroom. I don't have like a caddy that I carry everywhere. I could use that, but honestly, I like having a little space for the chemicals in the area that it needs and that I like to use. I'm putting all of Tristan's hair stuff and face wash in that part right there. That's what I like to do. Now we're kind of moving into the kitchen. I don't do a whole lot of decluttering in here. It is more cleaning that needed to be done. Oh, wait. I forgot. I do tackle in my bathroom a little bit. So there's a little bit more decluttering. Okay, so this is not the kitchen area yet. The trash just needed to go out because I was finding trash everywhere and putting it in there and it was full. So anyway, this is my bathroom, and then there was just some things that I know I don't use, and then I was going through the medicines. We don't use any of this stuff. So I'm wanting to go through some of the medicines and get rid of some of those. And then right when I first started was some hair leave-in conditioner. I don't use it. I use one specific one that's like a Pantene That's what I like to use. If I ever even use leave-in conditioner, I just like the smell of the Pantene. But yeah, we are trying to go through all of this as much as possible. And there are some medicines that I still don't have the heart to get rid of, that from when I had post-cardiac myopathy or cardiomyopathy, and it was after Kellen. And Kellen is my third boy. This was before Lana. Lana is my fourth child, and I shouldn't have had her, but I did. After having heart failure with Kellen, yeah, I should have not had another kid, but I did. I wanted to chance for another girl, and luckily we finally got the girl, and we are done. So no more cardiac myopathy for me, hopefully, but I still have those medicines just in case that I start having heart problems again or something like that. So I just keep those. I don't know why, because they probably aren't good anymore, because it's been 7 years since Kellen was born, and I was on it for maybe 2 years or something, those medicines, until my heart got better. Thankfully, it did get better, and my heart, it doesn't give me trouble anymore that I know of. I don't have high blood pressure anymore or anything like that, so I just keep all that just in case. Now we are in the kitchen and we are cleaning up because it needed to be cleaned, and there are just a couple more things after I clean in here that I do declutter, that I have set aside, and then I tackle my bedroom that is a mess, mainly on my husband's side. But that's okay. We always enjoy each other on the weekends, and we try not to do any cleaning, and we try to just focus on each other and having fun or watching movies. And we had a blast this last weekend. We rented Venom, we rented yeah, I think that was the name of it. We rented several movies, and we just had some pizza and had some fun. So it is always so much fun on the weekends with my husband. We are truly like best friends, and let me tell you, that is definitely rare, and we just enjoyed each other's company, and he makes me laugh like nobody else. And that's probably what I like about him, is we have our tough days, we have our struggles, we do fight, but I swear there's just something about having somebody that can make you laugh that you just cannot ever replace. I don't care what it is. For me, who came from no laughter in my childhood to where I laugh a lot now, it is means the world to me. So I just can't explain how much laughter and having somebody who is fun and makes you laugh in your life, how important that is. So, and yes, he struggles. We both struggle sometimes. We both have our moments. Our kids drive us crazy sometimes. And then we have our moments where we just are in awe with them and we love them so much. But we are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I just wanted to say, if you are missing somebody who makes you laugh in your life, you need to find somebody that makes you laugh, because it is something I cannot describe. But anyway, we are tackling this sink, and I just love having a clean sink. I absolutely love it. There's just something that feels so good. And speaking of, people comment on my sink, because you don't typically see this kind of sink in a mobile home, and we put this in and installed it ourselves. I ordered it from Amazon for like $200. It was on sale, and it came with a chopping board and all this other stuff, and my husband installed it himself. So yeah, it is definitely awesome, because the original sink when we first moved in here was so small, and I still have videos still up with that sink in. So if you want to go check out how old that sink was, so shallow, and it would just spray water everywhere. And that's probably one thing that happened why some of the counters are warping a little bit, was from that old sink where you just couldn't even turn on the water without water splashing everywhere. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm just enjoying this sink. Let me tell you, if we ever have to move, I'm gonna be so sad, and I just hope that I have another sink like this. I am spoiled to it, and I love it so, so much. And I love having a dishwasher. It's just one of those things that I never grew up with. I didn't have for most of my life until I moved into this house. And I'm spoiled to my dishwasher. I'm spoiled to the sink. And now I love our fridge and I hate our fridge. I love a fridge with ice, but the ice maker sometimes doesn't work. It takes forever to get more ice, and if you overuse it, then it takes like almost a whole day for it to refill. So, but I love having a refrigerator with ice, and but if you're in the market, I do not suggest going with a Samsung like ours is. So, this stove, I cook so much, several times a day, and it just is always dirty. So, I go in with it with the barkeeper's friend, and I usually use this or a Wyman's. I usually get it from Walmart. I think it's called Wyman's. I only typically try to have one cleaning product for things like one glass cleaner or one stove cleaner. I don't typically try to have two just because of it being, like I'm trying to say, I'm trying to be more minimal. I have my all purpose cleaner I like, and then I have the all purpose cleaners that I just mix myself. So I typically, if I mix it myself, it's pine salt and water mixed together. I just love the smell and I like how it cleans. But I do like this method cleaner. Now, I used to have Jaws cleaner and I like the Jaws pretty well, but I have since stopped buying Jaws because I just love having some smell when I'm cleaning. It just feels more motivating to me when I can smell and it smells good. Does that make sense? And if you're lacking for motivation, having some pine sol smells going and all that, it just smells so good. I love when my floors are clean and I use the pine sol on that. So why not use it everywhere else? It is a great multi-purpose cleaner and it is also kills 99% of germs. So it is one of my favorite things to do. So if you are needing like an all-purpose cleaner that really doesn't cost that much, you buy a glass bottle or any bottle, and I just mix some pine sol with water and I buy the big deal and I use that for everything. And it saves money for us, I feel like, because as much as I'm wiping things off and doing things, I definitely don't want to spend a lot of money on all purpose cleaners. But yeah, now we are kind of just picking up things when I see things that I'm wanting to declutter, and I am decluttering those. So, I love this little tray, but I don't really have anywhere to put it. So, why have something that you can't display or put anywhere? And if you've ever lived in a mobile home, there is literally no storage. We have a closet in each room, and the kids' closets are not very big. And that is all the storage we have in this mobile home. There is no linen closet. There is nothing like that. It is very challenging to figure out places to store things. I don't like using under bed for storage. I used to try that, but this bed is very low to the ground. It's very hard to pull things in and out of. And honestly, I just don't like having stuff under the bed. I feel like it makes clutter worse. I don't know what it is. And I also feel like if we ever got rats or something, they always want to go for, cluttered areas or something like that. Well, luckily, knock on wood, we've never had rats or a problem with rats, probably because we have cats and things like that. So thankfully, that's not been a problem for us. But yeah, we are getting closer to the end, and I have talked a lot. So I hope that it doesn't bother you too much. And I just wanted to say that I hope that you guys like this video. I hope that it's motivating. And thank you, all my friends who are always so supportive. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always commenting or sharing or liking my videos. You guys are the best, and I could not do this without you. You guys are the ones that give me the motivation to keep going and to keep tackling every video, because there are a lot of times I just feel like, why am I doing this? I don't know. It's a roller coaster, let me say. So, and half the time I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is I have to clean the house, and it would be great if I could give somebody motivation or help somebody mentally or something. That would be great. So, if you like today's video and you are new, I hope that you like and subscribe. And if you made it this far, please leave me a Christmas tree. It's getting so close to Christmas. Are you guys ready? I'm not. But here's the bag of things. 4 bags full is pretty good. I'm always trying to declutter. Because like I said, I cannot stand where if I feel like something doesn't have a place or if things start to get too messy, I just can't stand things out of place. I do not like cleaning, but I like having a clean home. Does that make sense? But anyway, I hope you guys leave me a Christmas tree, and I will see you next time. I love y'all, and bye.